Arvind Kejriwal has reacted to this headlines today sting operation. I want to read what he says. He's thanking Headlines Today for having put this story out, and he says, "Thank you, Headlines Today, for this sting ops. A swift and strong action will be taken against the culprits by tomorrow." Just pardon the grammar. Swift and strong action will be taken against the culprits by tomorrow. But in that sense, Veer Sanghvi, here's also an opportunity for Kejriwal to show he means business. If, as Shazia and Kejriwal are saying, they indeed take swift action and stringent action against the corrupt and the guilty who've been caught on camera, that would be the message that's going out to the babus, that you better behave yourself. Do you agree with that? Shiv Vishwanathan goes first.
Yeah. No, because then Rahul, you will be working overtime as the new Lokpal of corruption. The media cannot play this role. It has to be much more systematic. Otherwise, very soon the media is going to be a set of witch hunters looking for bureaucrats who are corrupt. It has to be a different kind of culture.
Veer Sanghvi?
Yeah, I agree completely. I mean, what is the message of Arvind Kejriwal's swift action? The message is, yeah, if you get caught in this sting, we'll have to take action against you. So to that extent, yes, it's welcome. But the media, as Shiv says, can't run around conducting stings. What about the ordinary guy who goes to get his property mutated, goes to get his house registered, has to pay bribes through the nose? He's not going to take a Headlines Today cameraman with a secret camera with him. This kind of guy is not going to get justice just because you sacrifice one guy who was caught on a sting.
No, and people have been suspended in the past as well, Shazia Ilmi. We've done big sting operations. People have been suspended. Most of them actually come back to work after a paid holiday for a couple of months, and nothing fundamentally changes. How do you respond to what Veer Sanghvi said?
No, there will be a serious FIR in place soon. And let me go beyond that. Please, seriously, I really wish to make an appeal. Please read about Citizens Charter and public draft in the proposed Jan Lokpal bill. It's really important because this actually adds up to whatever you're saying. And believe you me, the whole question of why graft happens in public offices and why citizens become such hapless victims of this kind of rampant corruption, I really think Citizens Charter would be a huge panacea. And I really request all of you to just read up on it.
No, but you're not answering the question that Nirmala Sitharaman raised, Shazia. The question was, we now have, thanks to the civil society, thanks to the Congress government and the BJP, a strong anti-rape law.
Yes.
The number of rapes haven't come down. Just having a strong law, that's the point Abhishek Singhvi makes repeatedly. You are expecting, you're changing the goalpost for utopia. Tomorrow when there's a Lokayuk or there's a Citizens Charter, you'll say now give it some time, attitudes will change. The goalpost for utopia keeps shifting.
Please read. That's what I keep saying. Please read. It's about fast track courts. It's about having public.
We'll do all that. But the point is, do you concede that you built up the expectation too high?
Okay, go on, Nirmala.
Shazia, I fully agree with all the matter of fact details that you're telling us. Read it. We have a comprehensive plan and everything else. Where I think you need to tell us is by literally building this expectation very high. Whole lot of other things are coming out. Today, just before I came to the studios, I saw this little news item about how a one-day-old child was not in the mortuary but was being put into the dustbin, and the parents had to claim it next morning. That is in a Delhi hospital. It may be in a private hospital. But there are issues which affect the common man every day, whether it is health, whether it is, as your sting shows. But what I think the Aam Aadmi Party today will have to spend its time on is on a whole detail of backroom working, which consumes time. But by having raised the expectation, today you're trying to match up with that, or as you're saying, shifting the goalpost.
But Dr. Singhvi, is there an opportunity here for Arvind Kejriwal, unlike Sheila Dikshit in the past, who never really took very strong action against those caught on camera indulging in corruption? If this were to be made an exemplary case study,
no, but
if you are caught, this is what will happen.
Look,
that could get Babu shaken up a bit.
No, punitive action is one thing, but how are you going to reform the system?
There is. Can I just?
Yes, Dr. Singhvi, go on.
Let's be clear. Certainly, certain symbolic measures will send a signal, a message. But please don't make the fatal mistake of treating them more than minor symbolism. If you are going to go around tom-tomming your victory over corruption by doing stings and then catching that individual babu, that's not a victory over anything to do with corruption. That's symbolic, yes, it sends some message. Secondly, I think the crucial point is that, and this is good, both for the Aam Aadmi's idealism and for the country, they have to realize that actual governance cannot be Lokpal-centric or subsidy-centric only. It's a much more complex, calibrated approach. And I have not yet seen that complex, calibrated approach. There are frequently oversimplistic solutions, almost knee-jerk solutions to specific problems which we hear. That might work in Delhi. As you attempt to expand to the national stage, you have to have a much more inclusive, comprehensive solution base, which is not merely a Lokpal-centric, the answer to every ill, or subsidy-centric, the answer to all civic problems. And that is where the challenge for the Aam Aadmi Party lies. I think if they don't realize this and they keep on harping on the old sting, you will find disillusionment setting in very soon. And that will not be good for them, it won't be good for the country either, because some of their paradigms are very good and deserve to be promoted.
Okay, we've got information that 3 officials from the Jal board have been suspended by the Delhi government. Cases are being registered against them. The story having an impact within minutes of going on air, and that, Mr. Sanghvi, shows that the government is moving at least with speed, that they're cognizant of what's happening. They won't have a thick skin. They won't try and brazen this out. If people are caught, they will be persecuted. Action will be taken against them. Is that not a reassuring message going out from the government, sir?
Rahul.
1 second, Shazia.
Yeah, it is a reassuring
Let's
message.
not alter the
Of
equation.
course.
Allow that once. Let Mr. Sanghvi respond, please.
Yeah, it's a very good message, and I welcome it, as I think most people would. But the point is, the Aam Aadmi Party and India Against Corruption were largely a creation of the media. The media, as Yogendra Yadav has said, is what amplified them, gave them the kind of prominence they now have. So yes, obviously they're going to listen to the media, and that's a good thing. But the point is, as I keep saying, what about the guys who are not caught on stings? What are they going to do about that? If they keep referring us to read like J.K. Rowling, read my Lokpal bill, read this Harry Potter book, that's not going to work. There has to be impact on the ground. People have to take you seriously, and so far at least that hasn't happened.